It begins with a siren. A light in the darkness on a lonely stretch of road. A traffic stop so routine, it's happened a million times. But tonight is different. Tonight, that siren is a prelude to a nightmare. What these officers are about to find in the trunk of this car will not just be evidence. It will be a secret so vile, it will test the resolve of the most hardened veterans on the force, leaving them physically ill and questioning the very nature of humanity. Her tags are fake. The car isn't registered. It's a standard impound. But as Nicole gets out of the car, she makes a chilling prophecy. The officer dismisses it as the rambling of a frustrated woman. He has no idea how horrifically true her words are about to become. And that's when it hits them. A smell. Not drugs. Not garbage. Something else. Something ancient and putrid. The question hangs in the air, thick with dread. Months. The word is a confession, but the officers don't know it yet. What follows is an agonizing descent into darkness, layer by painstaking layer. The search begins. With every cut of the knife, the stench intensifies. Under the bags, they find a suitcase. She acts like an assistant, not a suspect. A guide leading them toward a horror only she understands. The lie is absurd. The truth is unthinkable. Lying in the trunk, wrapped in a maggot-covered blanket, is the tiny, decaying body of a child. The emotional dam breaks. This is the hidden toll of the badge. This is the moment a crime scene becomes a wound. They've seen death, but this is different. This was a child. But the horror in the trunk is not over. The investigation would later reveal a second secret, buried even deeper. A second child. Her own flesh and blood. And as investigators piece together the timeline, one horrifying fact becomes clear. She had been driving around with her dead children for over a year. This is the modern-day treasure hunt. A world of rust, dust, and blind gambles. For a few $100s, you buy a stranger's forgotten life, hoping to find treasure. But usually, all you find is trash. Dave Miller was a veteran of this game. He'd bought dozens of units, usually breaking even on old furniture and power tools. He was hoping for a small score. He had no idea he had just purchased a secret someone had killed to protect. Unit number 237. At first glance, it was a bust. Decades of decay and disappointment. But amidst the clutter, something was out of place. Tucked in the back, under a pile of moth-eaten army blankets, was a heavy, military-grade footlocker. It wasn't just closed. It was sealed. His curiosity turned to obsession. What was inside that someone wanted so desperately to hide? This wasn't just a lock. It was a vault. With every failed attempt, one question echoed in Dave's mind: what are they protecting? He expected gold. He expected weapons. He found memories. The chest was filled with dusty photo albums, bundles of letters tied with ribbon, and a stack of leather-bound journals. It was a time capsule of a life lived. But as he lifted the last journal, he felt it. The bottom of the chest wasn't solid. His fingers found a seam. A false bottom. The real secret of unit number 237 wasn't in the memories. It was hidden beneath them. It wasn't a treasure. It was a fortune. Stacks of $100 bills, brittle with age. Vintage bearer bonds that hadn't seen the light of day in half a century. And in the very center, a small, black ledger. The cash was staggering. The bonds were worth a fortune. But the ledger was priceless. And it was dangerous. It held a list of names, powerful city officials, police chiefs, judges, from 50 years ago. Next to each name was a date, and a number. Dave got his $1 million prize. But he knew, with chilling certainty, he hadn't just found a dead man's money. He had found his blackmail file. The question was no longer what the secret was worth. The question was, who was still alive to make sure it stayed buried forever?